So $3 US dollars for the drink. So that means $5 for Canadian. That's their vending machine. The first airplane flight over Baltimore by Hubert Latham in his Antoinette monoplane on November 7, 1910. In 1941, the first African-American owned and operated airport in the United States, Columbia Air Center, opened in Prince George's County, Maryland. Its principal founder, John W. Green Jr., was one of the many African Americans involved in the early growth of aviation. In 1972, the state of Maryland purchased Friendship Airport from the city of Baltimore. In 1973, the airport was renamed Baltimore Washington International Airport, or BWI, to reflect its role as a transportation center for the region. In 1974, the first phase of modernization was completed with the upgrade of the airfield. Construction of 3 new air cargo terminals was completed, expanding the airport freight capacity to 110,000 square feet. In 1979, the passengers terminal renovation was completed. Henson Aviation began commercial operation in Hagerstown, Maryland in 1931 through the effort of Richard A. Henson, and a mechanic. Henson Aviation now provides air services between metropolitan centers and small cities in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia. In December of 1993, Goddard managed the most challenging mission ever conducted by NASA, the highly successful first servicing mission of the Hubble Space Telescope. Goddard Space Flight Center employs more than 10,000 people in Greenbelt, Maryland. It includes 32 major buildings providing approximately 3 million square feet of space, including the largest clean room in the world. Goddard Space Flight Center is the lead center in NASA mission to Planet Earth program. The program studies the Earth as a global environmental system. This image is of Hurricane Fran. Okay, we have this one. Woman shatters airline barriers. Captain Beverly Burns of Owings Mills, Maryland, became the first female pilot to captain the new Boeing 777 for Continental Airlines on May 23, 2001, flying from Houston to London. Captain Burns sits at the top of her profession, having served as a captain on some of the largest and most sophisticated aircraft in the U.S. commercial fleet. Her flight resume includes captain status on the Boeing 727, 737, 747, 757, 767, and 777. The DC-9 and the DC-10 on July 19, 1984. Captain Burns made aviation history as the first woman to captain a 747 on a transcontinental flight. Captain Burns was born on August 15, 1949 at Sinai Hospital, Baltimore, Maryland. She attended Full Stop Elementary School, Pimlico Junior High School, Western High School at the University of Maryland in College Park. Her pilot training began at Hinson Airways Flight School at Baltimore Washington International Airport. She works for Hinson Airways, Allegheny Commuter, Ransom Airlines, People Express, and Continental Airlines. A former flight attendant for American Airlines, Captain Burns never gave up her determination to fly. She broke barriers as a female captain to the Boeing 747 and received the Amelia Earhart Award for her triumph. Her significant achievement proved wrong the male pilots who said she was too old, too short, too weak, and would never make it into their ranks. On her way to the captain's seat, she encountered numerous obstacles based on her gender. Flight instructors who were more interested in the dating than training her. Charter airlines that were afraid to hire a woman. Male co-pilot who were reluctant to work with her, and occasional passengers who were skeptical of flying with a woman in the cockpit. Still, she forged ahead and made her dream a reality. Because of her persistence, Captain Burns has been recognized and honored by the presidents, senators, and mayors. She holds true to her motto for success: with God, hard work, and prayer, all good things are possible. She is a role model for all people who dream to becoming a pilot. In March 1970, the Maryland State Police Aviation Division transported its first critical injured patient. This service has grown into an internationally recognized statewide medevac service. Naval Air Station Patuxent River opened in 1943 to consolidate all naval aircraft testing and evaluation that had previously been done at Anacostia, Dahlgren, Norfolk Aircraft Factory, Philadelphia, and the Washington Navy Yard. In 1958, the U.S. Naval Test Pilot School was established. 4 of the first 7 astronauts were naval pilots and graduates of the U.S. Naval Test Pilot School: Shepard, Glenn, Grissom, and Carpenter. Andrew Air Force Base has been in Prince George's County, Maryland since 1945. Located a few miles outside the District of Columbia, Andrews is known as the aerial gateway to the nation capital. The base is the home of the presidential aircraft Air Force One.